Hello YouTube. Today I'm gonna show you how you can make this cool looking night lamp for less than $20. So let's jump into it. Alright, so the first step would be finding a perfect image for this project, and you would like to find an image with so you can trace the vector image easily. So do that, just Google whatever and vector image with it, and then find something that you can trace the bitmap image or vector image. So I am selecting this image here, and you can save this on your computer, and then the next step would be opening up a software called Inkscape. It's a freeware software. Go to file menu, open, and open up the image that you just saved. Hit OK. You can press Ctrl and scroll the mouse to zoom in and out. As you can see, it when you zoom in, it's really blurry. So the 3D printer won't be able to do a great job out of this. So what we will do now is you go to Path and Trace Bitmap. Hit Live Preview and change these parameters. Usually default one works for me, but I like to keep this at 650. Nothing is showing up right now because we haven't selected the image yet. Just go ahead and click on the image. You can adjust these threshold parameters if the software is not able to recognize your image properly, or if you observe any lines that are not being recognized by the software. So this is good for me. Hit OK. Close this. Now you can see it just overlapped the new image on top of the old one. So just drag it and zoom in. Now you can see it has really smooth lines. So this is the one that we need. Go ahead and delete the old one. And now you can save this file as an SVG format. So go ahead and do that. I have already done it, so I'm not gonna repeat it. Now go ahead and open up Fusion 360 and insert SVG file that you had just saved, and you can extrude it like this. And then you can save it as an STL file and import it in Cura. To do that process, I'm gonna recommend this video. This whole idea is originally of this guy. Check out his channel. I'll try to link it down below in the description box. You should definitely check his channel for this project. For the next step, you will need an acrylic sheet, preferably 3 to 4 millimeter thick. And if you can get it just right to your bed size of your 3D printer, that would be awesome. Otherwise, then this 8 by 10 inch sheet would just work fine. You just have to attach it with binder clips. And then you will have to modify your 3D printer so that we can etch or kind of scratch on the surface of the acrylic sheet like this. To do that, I am using my Dremel, and I have designed a mount or a way to secure my Dremel to the 3D printer X carriage. I have used Fusion 360 again to design my mount to secure the Dremel on my 3D printer. As you can see, I have a picture of my 3D printer calibrated in the background, and then I have just drew upon it. It's been divided into two parts to secure the Dremel. Based upon your source or your Dremel, you will have to do this step on your own, but I'm just showing you how you can do that. It's pretty easy if you are into 3D modeling and 3D printing. My design here is really simple and can be divided into two parts. The first part is being attached to the 3D printer's X carriage directly through the bolts here and here, and then you can place your Dremel and this put this other part and just bolt it down, these two halves together, and you have your mount ready. Once you figure that out, now you will have to adjust your Z limit switch manually to accommodate the new tool height. So you will have to raise it by just a little bit so that your tool can sit half a millimeter above the acrylic sheet. And once it starts printing, you will have to manually raise your bed just a little bit so that your tool can scrape on the acrylic sheet just fine. And it's not gonna, the whole process of scraping will not take more than 10-15 minutes depending on your design, because you just have to scrape for the first layer only. You don't have to go all the way through like a 3D printing. And my suggestion would be to use a tool that looks something like this, which is not really sharp, because if you use a sharp tool then it will dig into acrylic sheet rather than scraping on it. So in my experience, blunt tool, abrasive material on it would work really nice. The next step will be you will need some kind of stand to hold the acrylic sheet upright, something like this. So I designed this stand in Fusion 360, and that would be alive because basically this is his design and I kind of modified it according to my needs. Anyways, so if you can see here, if I hide this, this would be a bottom section where you can place your LED strip controller on that recessed area. Then you will have your center section where you can stick your LED lights, LED strip, and then you will have your top section where you can slide your acrylic sheet through this recess. And of course then you can mount 4 M3 screws, one in each corner. For LED strip, I use this LED mood lighting. I ordered this from Amazon. It's really cheap, like $10 for 4 strips. I used one. And the good thing about it, it runs on USB, so you can hook it up into any USB outlet or any USB charger, and it can be controlled through remote, so you can change your lightings. And there you go guys, that's how you can design your own night lamp. I paid $12 for my Dremel from Amazon. I paid $3 for the acrylic sheet, and since I have only used one LED strip, I can definitely say that the whole project cost me less than $20 and a whole weekend. This project includes many steps, so if you have any question regarding any of the steps, please let me know and I'll be happy to make a separate video on each of the steps if you'd like to know more. Thank you.